Hi, my name is Amira binti Abdul Muttalib and I will explain for the introduction. So, in 2018, Cybersecurity Malaysia is a department under the Ministry of Communications and Multimedia Malaysia after it was officially launched by the Prime Minister of Malaysia Tun Abdullah bin Ahmad Badawi in 2007. Previously, Cybersecurity Malaysia has been known as NISER, NISER, and it was registered as a not-for-profit company limited by guarantee under the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation back in 2005. The vision of Cybersecurity Malaysia is to be the world-class cybersecurity specialist agency, while for the mission is to lead the development of a safer and stronger cyber ecosystem to enhance national security, economic prosperity, and social harmony through providing quality and impactful services to the community. This is to ensure public online experience is positive and secure. Besides, this department is focused on increasing the public awareness and knowledge on cyber safety and threats that people may face online. So, under this Cybersecurity Malaysia department, it has provided a broad range of cybersecurity innovation-led services, programs, and initiatives to reduce vulnerability of digital system and at the same time strengthen Malaysia's self-reliance in cyberspace. Therefore, despite many services offered under the department, there is one program that wants to be highlighted, which is Cybersafe program. Cybersafe, which means cyber security awareness for everyone. It means keeping information safe and secure and being responsible for one's action online. It is Cybersecurity Malaysia's initiative and outreach department task to educate and increase the public awareness on the technological and social issues that the internet users are facing, especially on the risks they face through online. According to Galicki, Havens and Pelker, cyber threats would include stalking, child pornography, identity theft, bullying, data theft, and data mining, which could cause problems to the school students. Computers enable child predators, pornographers, identity thieves, bullies, stalkers, and other computer-assisted criminals to operate more openly. The social problems that require immediate actions from the responsible agency based on these cyber threats is cyberbullying. Moreover, this Cybersafe program has collaboration with a few companies and government agencies to combat against bullying of any sort through awareness efforts, campaigns, partnership, and more. For example, the Cybersafe in Schools program was launched in 2010 by Cybersecurity Malaysia and the Ministry of Education to implement cyber safety projects focusing on the education sector. Many initiatives have been put in place by Security Malaysia and MOE in collaboration with the private sector, which is DG, to promote cyber safety in school. So DG subsequently launched this DG Cyber Safe in Schools program. It is an initiative of DG, Cybersecurity Malaysia and MOE to ensure that children use the internet in a safe environment. This is a proactive initiative to raise awareness and engage various communities on this subject. Through a year-long nationwide program that has been conducted in schools and community centers in the year 2012, this program has engaged more than 5,000 students and teachers from 272 schools as well as 1,700 people from 14 One Malaysia Internet Community Centers to provide them the necessary resources and assistance to stay safe on the internet. Besides that, on the Cybersafe website, there are tips provided on how to protect personal information, password, email, how to backup data, avoid or spreading viruses, having safe chat, making friends online, cyber talk and harassment, cyberbullying, and many more.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Adam Haras bin Muhammad Asri. I will present on problems of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is an aggressive, malicious activity conducted over the internet with the intent of causing distress to another person, and it is prohibited by law. Cybercrime refers to unlawful action occurring in cyberspace in which a technological instrument such as a smartphone is used to carry out a criminal act. Because of the prevalence of abuse and violence against children, childcare and child abuse are significant issues today. According to the research finding performed by DG Cybersafe, 86% of those who are participated were at risk of sexual harassment and 90% were victims of cyberbullying. According to recent research, Malaysian children and teenagers are rapidly utilizing cyber technology with various gadgets and technologies at a younger age. The public, schools and parents have expressed increasing concern over children participation in online risk behaviors such as cyberbullying and harassment. Many Malaysian teens and children are exposed to various risks and dangers daily through the internet. According to cybersecurity measures, children are more courageous and self-assured while they are on the internet. They are not afraid to express themselves by posting comments, images, and videos. This boldness and confidence are occasionally apparent, and some of it is done in the public eye because it can be done anonymously and they are aware that their identity is concealed. It allows them to be more daring in their actions. Another issue arising due to the cyberbullying behavior is the degradation of moral principles among young people utilizing the internet. Because of the impact of technological advancement, the fall in importance among members of society is in a critical stage. It is past time for all parties to work together without pointing fingers to restore this already damaged value to avoid it from being buried and ruined. The related program for this problem is the Cybersafe program, which it is a cybersecurity awareness program that is characterized as the process of teaching and raising awareness about computer threats and vulnerabilities linked with information technology use. Is the program that is related to cyberbullying. To educate and alert internet users about developing internet threats, it is recommended that a cybersecurity awareness campaign be conducted regularly. An organization was established as a recognized institution to execute and administer cybersecurity awareness program among Malaysians. The Cybersecurity Awareness Education module developed by Cybersecurity Malaysia serves as the foundation for this. The problem with cyberbullying is that it is utilized for other forms of harassment. As the usage of new technology grows more widespread in society, there is an increase in the number of people who take advantage of these technological platforms. A possession of technology is exploited for various purposes, which contributes to the problem of cyberbullying. However, the problem can be solved by the Ministry of Communication and Multimedia Commission (MCMC) as to resolve this issue by leveraging the power of mass media such as television and the advertising on the internet to educate the public about cyberbullying continuously. Having this in place is a straightforward method for cybersecurity measure, a component of the MCMC, and has jurisdiction over civilian safety to exert control. According to psychological principle, someone who is regularly taught and reprimanded would quickly develop into a respectable citizen. It may take time, but at least a proper step has been taken rather than simply forbidding on-off cyberbullying, or as it is more often known, touch and go cyberbullying, as was previously done. Furthermore, cyberbullying is also a problem that society is currently dealing with due to a lack of legal attention. Government, through its ministries, should play an active role in tackling the issue of cyberbullying, as these immoral activities occur across national boundaries without regard for the will of the people involved. According to the report, the Ministry of Communication and Multimedia Commission should study the law and the laws that influence social networking sites regularly and use technology to keep society wicked hands under control. Cyberbullying culprits should be subjected to stringent laws, such as prison sentences and penalties, according to a joint initiative by the Ministry of Communication and Multimedia Commission (MCMC) and the Legal Affairs Division of the Ministry. This is also true for the government, which must take these offences more seriously because they are a crime with potentially catastrophic consequences. Cyberbullying perpetrators are more challenging to identify than physical bullies. Because of this, it is recommended that existing cybercrime legislation be re-evaluated and strengthened for the benefit of nation citizens. In the long run, cyberbullying has the potential to spread and infect our society, eventually leading to a disruptive civilization.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Skanawi Azhar Ahmad. So, we're going to explain about SWOT analysis. So, what is SWOT analysis? SWOT analysis is a method used commonly to determine and analyze resource of an organization and element around that in four dimensions such as strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. SWOT analysis should aim to ensure all that skill and asset those perceived by the organization are recognized and accessed by the shares of the organization. Next, we go to the strength. So, strength is a trait that adds value to something and making it more special than the others. So, strength means if something is more beneficial when compared to something else. In this sense, strength refers to positive, kind, and creative traits. Strength at the organization level informs the qualities and abilities that the organization acquires advantage over other organizations and competitor organizations, revealed as a result of the analysis its external environment. So in this study, Cybersafe have the strength which are informing parents about cybersecurity and making warnings about students easy in primary, secondary, and high school because school management has communication with the school parent union, teachers, and parents consistently. Next, besides that, social media account and web page of school are other environment used for electronic communication. Besides that, we use content or support from decision makers and also measurement and assessment issues about cyber awareness or being able to central. So next we go to the weakness. As we know, the weakness means to not having the form and competency necessary for something. Weakness means that something is more disadvantage when compared to something else. In this regard, weakness is a characteristic that is negative and unfavorable. Weakness at organization level refers to the situation in which the current existence and ability capacity of an organization are weaker compared to the other organization and competitor organization. So in this study, the weakness of the Cybersafe is the low level of awareness of teachers about cybersecurity. So besides that, a low level of excellent awareness of teachers about internet ethic knowledge and very
Hi, I am Nur Alia and I will explain about opportunities and threats in SWOT analysis. Opportunities are favorable external factors that could give an organization a competitive advantage. Opportunities come in all different sizes, from hardly noticeable ones to life-changing ones. The keyword in this definition is circumstance because opportunities are said to be external. That means that, unlike the strength, however hard anyone tries, they cannot create opportunities. They can only choose how to position themselves to gain maximum benefit from them, or whether or not to grasp from them. The opportunity that Cybersafe can get is the existence of the power of the Z generation. One of the most important characteristics of the Z generation is that they see themselves as experts and competent in the use of information technologies. Social networks are also their main and natural communication platform. They can do multiple works at the same time, and also they decide quickly. All of these characteristics will make it easier for decision makers and educators for the Z generation cybersafe education. So it's having student who has an internet interest and skill in information technology. It is a system providing easiness to students and parents and providing technology-based and rapid transaction instead of unnecessary and long-term written documents. The system allows all the necessary procedures to be carried out in the process from the time a student enrolls in a school until graduation. Due to the fact that both sides provide service for many students, teachers, and educational content, banners, announcement, and etc. Shares regarding Cybersafe can be delivered to wide masses quickly. These sites can be considered as opportunities for Cybersafe. One of the most important factors posing a threat to internet platforms and social media is fake accounts. Fraud and cyberbullying incidents are frequently encountered with these accounts. There are many websites that provide information on how to determine whether an account is a fake account. Many internet users around do not have a healthy password policy. Password policy is important not only for the access to website but also for wearable technologies and the Internet of the Things that are becoming an important part of life. These policies are an important part of individual and corporate cyber safety. The ease of access to an appropriate content. Since there is no age restriction in opening a social media account and there is no obligation to provide accurate personal information, the shares can be seen and uncensored and unfiltered. This situation can negatively affect the children and youth psychologically and sociologically. As a measure, family can use paid or unpaid parental filters. This filters program can be run on PC or mobile device. It is important to inform parents and encourage them to use their filter programs. For this purpose, activities can be organized in parent meetings and in school parent unions. That's all from SWOT analysis.
Next, I will explain on the strategic choice of the program. So the strategic choice that has been adopted for Cybersafe program is actually the integration strategy. Integration strategy is a technique that companies may use to increase the competitiveness, efficiency, or market share by expanding their influence into other areas. This program is using horizontal integration approach. The horizontal integration is a competitive strategy that companies would use to grow their power in the market. It can get control over other businesses that provide similar products or services. This helps the business increase in size or expand into a new area or market. In other words, it is a business expansion strategy where organizations merge with the same product line. For the Cybersafe program, the horizontal integration approach is when Cybersecurity Malaysia made collaboration with DG and Ministry of Education to give greater awareness on the use of the internet. These companies and agencies have their other own responsibilities and focus on their businesses, but for this program, the cooperation between these three different entities will have the same understanding. Besides, the objective of these government agencies will also be achievable. Moreover, the benefits for DG company through this strategy, besides they help the students and teachers by giving the awareness on how to handle things when confronted with cyber threats and the correct approach to be carried out when assessing the danger or suspicious website, the name of their brand is also getting more recognized by the participants. Since the company is also the internet service provider, people may acknowledge and trust the brand, and their market will grow if teachers and students start to use their products and services. While for Cybersecurity Malaysia, the benefit is when their focus and purposes, which to increase the public awareness and knowledge on cyber safety and threats that people facing online, such as cyberbullying in school, is achievable through the collaboration with MOE. As for MOE, Ministry of Education, the benefit that this ministry will gain is when the people in the education sector got exposure of the knowledge and consequences of using the internet, and it helps the students to be more careful and hoping that cyberbully cases will drop through this collaboration.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Fatihah Nabila binti Daud and I will explain about the challenges in implementing the Cybersafe program in Malaysia. Malaysia Communication and Multimedia Commission (MCMC) has run a survey regarding on the internet user in 2018, and the results show that Malaysia spends about 6.6 hours on average in online daily. So in addition, being too busy on social media such as Facebook, Instagram and Twitter can lead to children being cyberbullied, which according to the staff, it has been estimated that around 3 out of 10 victims of cyberbullying is children. To curb the issue regarding on the cyberbully, the Ministry of Communication and Multimedia Malaysia has introduced the program called Cybersafe, which under the Cybersecurity Malaysia, which this program is primarily carried out on focusing on the increasing public awareness and knowledge about the cyber safety and how to mitigate online threats. In implementing Cybersafe program, there are several challenges to ensure this program can be implemented successfully. There are many issues and challenges faced by Malaysia because of the rapid development in digital technology. So the first challenges in implementing Cybersafe program in school is lack of expertise in handling this awareness campaign. So the teacher in school has lack of knowledge and expertise regarding the Cybersafe. Other than that, schools and government ministry also may lack in resources and facility in implementing the cyber security education. Besides that, because of the changes of technology are too fast, which result in new risks and requiring new solution, teacher may face an issue in developing their knowledge of the new technology. Moreover, according to the past study by Digi Telecommunication in 2014, found that 71% of teachers never or rarely talk about the violence in the new media. Next, in bullying behavior nowadays, the physical strength is no longer a requirement for bullying because cyberbullying is the new method in bullying. Cyberbullying can give a negative effect to the victim such as depression, anxiety and excessive worries, and that cause the victim to attempt the suicide. In cyberbullying, children do not tell their parents or teacher about the threat of violence that they experience in online. So these situations are challenges to the program implementer, which they need to ensure that this program or campaign can help the Malaysian children and youth to overcome the negative impact of cyberbullying. Moreover, the challenge for this campaign is how to help the victim to voice out that they had been treated or violence through the cyber and they need help. Other than that, the challenge for this campaign is regarding on how to prevent the cyberbullying among children and youth in Malaysia. Last but not least, the challenge for this campaign is to give a big impact and educate parents and also community about the cyberbullying that will give a negative impact toward the children, youth and everyone. Parents and educators are the main role to identify the solution to cyberbullying. Moreover, the lack of awareness toward the technological environment of their children, the behavior that happen in cyberspace, and also about the ineffectiveness of harsh responses are the factor why cyberbullying cases in Malaysia is still increasing. In addition, it is a big challenge to move the perspective about cyberbullying is a child problem or a school problem to the community. Nowadays, parents and wider community has lack of awareness in preventing cyberbullying that happening around them, but they rather show a bad example towards children and youth in cyberbullying because they consider that cyberbullying is the trivial issues. Now, I will explain about the recommendation for government to curb the issue that occur in implementing the Cybersafe program. In digital era nowadays, cyberbullying among youngsters has been a crucial issue because of the availability of main interactive platforms such as social media. Moreover, everyone nowadays has an easy way in accessing internet and it's become opportunity for everyone to say or do something without anyone know their real identity. There are several recommendations on how government want to curb the challenges in implementing the campaign, which is to spread the awareness about the cyber security in children in Malaysia. The first recommendation on how to solve issue on the lack of expertise and teacher in school which they have lack of knowledge about the cyberspace. The government need to earlier expose and provide a training for teachers so that teacher can provide knowledge about the cyberbullying awareness for their student in school. In addition, the government should take initiative to include the learning material regarding to the awareness of cyberbullying. Next, one of the effective way to tackle the cyberbullying issue is through the education, which the youngster need to be taught about the internet ethics, which should be included in the school curriculum. In addition, the youngster people also need to learn that the positive behavior that they need to show in cyberspace. Moreover, to ensure the cyberbullying awareness campaign that run under government is successful, the awareness on cyberbullying among the youth must be strengthened with the education and school activities. The next recommendation is virtual reality or VR scenario in school is one of the good initiative can be provided by the government as the educational tool to curb the cyberbullying issue in Malaysia. Besides that, virtual reality scenario show the real scenario that will allow the student to feel the trauma and the effect of cyberbullies. Moreover, VR can provide a good help for school counselor to use it in the classroom as the guidance for their student and parents, which is to educate and raise the awareness about the cyberbullying. Other than that, VR help the student to take care their behavior in cyberspace so that they do not involve themselves to say or post anything harsh to the other people in cyberspace. VR also help the victim to feel free to voice out their experience to the school counselor. For the example, in Singapore, there are an interactive digital campaign called Unmute Daniel, which it is represent Daniel as the child who experienced the cyberbullying. In this digital awareness campaign provide the electronic screen which project the visual with the sound, and audience are allowed to share their story, their own experience or report any cyberbullying case. The Daniel character is based on a true story in cyberbullying experience. Last but not least, in order to ensure this campaign can give a big impact for everyone, especially for the school children and youth, public service announcement or PSA is the effective way to spread the cyberbullying campaign message for the particular target. Furthermore, public service announcement has a high in persuasive emotional effect, educating and performing or change the value and lifestyle in a person. For example, Malaysia Communication and Multimedia Commission or MCMC can work together with the local celebrities to raise the public awareness on the cyberbullying and spreading the false news. United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund or UNICEF has made the public service announcement or PSA campaign in reporting the cyberbullying via social network in 2017, and they discovered that 7% of children in Spain has experienced the cyberbullying on the social media. In addition, to support this issue, Telenor Group has launched the campaign known as Be a Cyber Hero, which their goal is to educate about 4 million children around the world regarding on the online safety.
In conclusion, the type of strategic management, which is integration strategy, is important in this program because the result of bringing together government services and private company enables the teachers and students to have a seamless experience based on their wants and needs. Integration strategy allows public agencies to share their objectives across organizational boundaries, whereby information and services can be shared among ministries and government entities in a way that boosts up the efficiency of internal processes and ultimately provide citizens with high quality services and improve levels of governmental interactions, and their goals for the agency and ministries are achievable.